I started going to Mosaic when I was, 8 or 9 years old. And I had accepted Christ when I was probably 7 or so. I didn't really understand how that impacted my day-to-day life. Got involved in my first small group, cell group, went to camp, and that's kind of when I first really connected with other students. It was kind of a hard time for me. I was feeling pretty upset and just kind of angry at the Lord for just kind of how my life was going. I was in 7th grade, so that's a bad year already. And something just clicked in my mind and my heart for the first time that I really got, Jesus cares about me now, today, my individual sins and struggles and hurts and everything. And he wants me to come to him. And I was feeling very weighed down by just a lot of hurt and sin. And that's when it all kind of changed for me, and I owned it as my own personal faith. And I still think about how I want God to be the one that leads my life every day. When I got into high school, we had a one-on-one mentor discipleship program that I got involved in. Also had the opportunity to do Antioch, just really grow in my knowledge of the Word, and then got the opportunity to lead a small group of girls that were 4th graders when I started with them, and then went with them until I graduated high school and they were going into 6th grade. I also had the opportunity to go on mission trips with the student ministry, and went to Portland, Oregon 2 spring breaks, and then Guatemala City. I got an opportunity to craft my testimony for the first time in a way that I could share with someone, see a couple of women come to know the Lord through my testimony and the translator sharing the gospel, and that just totally changed my view on missions and just how God could use me in my life. Growing up in a single parent home and just going through a lot of challenges growing up, it was incredible to me to have a place where leaders would invest in me, and even though sometimes I was really shy, they would still encourage me to do things that were kind of scary and hard, but eventually led to incredible life change and spiritual growth. So when I graduated from high school, I just knew that God was calling me to ministry of some sort. I had always had opportunities with children, and so I was yeah, okay, I'll be a preschool minister or something like that. And then a couple months in, I was sitting in a class, and in that moment, God was Cydney, this is what I have for you. I want you to be an international missionary. And I said, what? I was okay. I pursued it for the next few years in school and decided to study missions, and took an opportunity to spend a semester working with missionaries in France. God really reaffirmed his calling on my life then. I stepped out in faith and went to Slovenia and got to work with students, hearing their stories, sharing the gospel with them, many of them for the first time, and then raising them up, helping them to even learn how to read their Bibles, discipling them and encouraging them to share their faith. And God is always at work, and so it can just be challenging waiting for him, waiting to see. You journey with a student for so long, and you're sharing with them, and you think they're really close to understanding the gospel, and then they just go the other way, and so that's really hard sometimes. I really wanted to stay in Slovenia. I had so many good friends and amazing teammates, and just loved my life there, but God just showed that there was a need in Montenegro that they need people there. And so God redirected me to Montenegro, and it's a very small country just north of Albania and Greece. There's only a little over 600,000 people in the whole country. The last report that I saw, there's only about 300 believers in the whole country. A lot of people have heard of Jesus, but they don't really know Jesus and what he really did. And so it's a really huge just privilege to be there and be able to share with students about the true gospel and share with them the true hope that they can have. I really enjoy sharing the gospel, evangelism, because I was just really nervous before and had not really shared my faith a ton. But I got some really amazing training and just realized that I really love engaging with people, meeting new people. It's just amazing how God works and has people respond to us that you never think would. God loves those people, and God loves me, and I need to share the love that God has given me with those people and show them that they are loved and valued as well.